Welcome back to Tarot by the Bay. I'm David. Well, some big news. In the Leticia James civil case against Donald Trump, trial was supposed to start on October 2nd, and both sides asked the judge for a summary ruling. This is also going to be a bench trial. It's not in front of a jury. It's just a judge. And the judge just issued a summary ruling on the key point of Leticia James's civil lawsuit against Trump, and he found Trump guilty of committing fraud. He ordered that some of Trump's business license be rescinded as punishment, which will make it difficult for Trump to do business in New York. Trump and his attorney are planning to appeal it, because of course they will. Eric Trump took a break from eating paste to say that he's lost all faith in the New York legal system. Quotes from the judge. In the defendant's world, rent-regulated apartments are worth the same as unregulated apartments. Restricted land is worth the same as unrestricted land. Restrictions can evaporate into thin air. A disclaimer by one party, casting responsibility on another party, exonerates the other party's lies. That's a fantasy world, not the real world. Let's see, there was also some doozies in here later on in the article. Trump's lawyers argued that Leticia James was not legally allowed to file the lawsuit because there wasn't any evidence that the public was harmed by Trump's actions. They also argued many of the allegations in the lawsuit were barred from by its statute of limitations. The judge noted that he had emphatically, he strongly rejected those arguments earlier in the case. And now he's equating these things again as being a, quote, time loop in the film Groundhog Day, unquote. And with that ruling, he fined 5 of the defense lawyers $7,500 each for engaging in repetitive and frivolous arguments. That judge doesn't sound like he's suffering fools. Lastly, the last quote I want to get in here is they're talking about how Trump overvalued Mar-a-Lago in his financial statements between 2014 and 2021, inflating its value by 2,300%. That's 23 times its value. He claimed that his 3-story penthouse was 3 times its actual size. And basically the judge said, a discrepancy of this order of magnitude by a real estate developer sizing up his own living space of decades can only be considered fraud. Again, that link will be in the description. Wow. Okay, so what does this mean? Trump, as I recall, Trump's attorneys wanted this to be a jury trial, but they didn't follow the proper paperwork and they didn't file it on time. So it became a bench trial. And then Trump said, oh yeah, we always wanted a bench trial. No, they didn't. They wanted a jury because all you need is a couple of Trumpsters on there to cause havoc. But now a judge gets to decide this. The summary judgment, one side was basically Leticia James saying, Judge, he's so blatantly guilty, we don't need to go to trial. Can you just rule him guilty now? And Trump's team was saying, we want a summary judgment. I'm so blatantly innocent, you should rule me not guilty right now. And the judge ruled him as guilty of committing fraud. The court case will continue on October 2nd. Because there are other issues to discuss and other things to debate. But the key point of Leticia James's civil lawsuit has been demonstrated. This is just like the E. Jean Carroll defamation case, the second one, where there was a summary judgment basically saying, you were guilty of defamation on another case, and that case is related to this one, so you're guilty of defamation in this case as well. We don't need to go to trial to discuss that. All we need to do to go to trial is discuss damages. So there'll be some other things that they will argue to see if he's guilty on other things, and then damages get assessed. Okay. You're caught up. All right. So give me the energy around this case. I am really curious. I'm very excited because this is actually going to hurt Donald where it hurts the most. It's going to hurt him in his pocketbook. Mind you, this is a $250 million civil suit. And I think that the penalties or the punishments can go 3 times that. So this could go up to $1 billion in lawsuits. All right, so what do we have? We've got the 7 of Wands talking about this case You got fighting from an advantageous position, crossed with the financial agreements. Okay, so is now who we talk about? Trump, and we got the leaving card here. Okay, this is about Trump fighting off allegations of fraud, tax evasion, corrupt business practices, things like that, and the relationships that he's made in the time. He might get the way to look at it is he would get subcontractors and then not pay him. And then if they threatened to go to court, he'd say, go ahead, try it. I'm the big kid on the block. I've got all the money. I will run your company out of money and bankrupt you if you try and get me. And basically, he has committed fraud. He and his company have been committing fraud for years, and they've been able to fight it off. Nobody's really bothered with him because he was the big kid on the block. But now he's going away. Now, one of the things in the article was that he moved a lot of his businesses already out of the state of New York. So he kind of knew this was coming, or he got prepared for it anyways. But this can also be Leticia James working with Alvin Bragg and with other prosecutors to prosecute cases against Trump too. So there's multiple meanings on this, and that this case is already settled. So that's why it's calm. In the past, if we're going to go with the Donald Trump reading on this one, he's been waiting for the shoes to drop on all these court cases. This one's been stressing him out a lot, not because he'll go to prison, but he will lose a lot of money, and money is everything to this man. Here we go, Leticia James. She's a queen, baby. Coming in here like a boss and just laying him out with this lawsuit. And he's got nowhere to go. He's been fighting and he's exhausted he's been exhausted fighting, trying to fight some more. You can't beat the queen on this one. It's over. This case is done. Again, Leticia James fighting from a place of advantage, working with other prosecutors, waiting their turn. It's now her day. Trump is done. Trump can now move on to election interference, but I think what we've got next is the financial phase of this. Now, does this mean that Trump's not going to pay that much money? I don't think that's how I translate that. Trump often shows up as the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is about to be reduced to a Page of Pentacles. He's about to pay a lot of money in this case, and the judgment's already there. This has been a long time coming. Again, and then, Trump's going to basically move his business out of New York because he can't do business in New York anymore. And for Leticia James' case, it's going to be pretty smooth sailing from this point on. Again, the article was suggesting that Trump and his attorneys were planning on appealing this. I'm not even mildly surprised. I wouldn't even throw on that because that was understood going in, that no matter what judgment any of these judges make, Trump's going to appeal those decisions. It's just what's going to happen. But the question is, will his appeals be effective? Now that's where the real question is. Okay, so let's ask about that. Will Trump's appeals of this case come to fruition? I really don't think they will. To be really honest, you'd have to get the judge on some technicalities or some bias, and I'm not seeing it. I'm not feeling it. I'm not nervous about it. This is just more money that Trump's going to dump into lawyers on a lost cause. This man continues to throw good money after bad. That's just kind of who he is. Okay. How will his appeals go for this case? Come on down. Okay, we have the High Priestess. Four of Wands, Tower, that's not very good. And the Lover's card, interesting. Okay, so how are his appeals going to go? He's going to try and get a new court case out of this. I think he's going to basically try and say that, I'm trying to see if this is about that or if he gets new lawyers. Is he going to get new lawyers? He's going to get new lawyers. I think what I get here is that, he had that one woman that was representing him, and she did not win the case for him. And that's not how you maintain a relationship with Donald Trump. You maintain a relationship with Donald Trump by winning. She lost. So he's going to send her packing, and he's going to go find new lawyers on this one. Okay, that does not tell me how this case is going to turn out. But you know what? I guess that appeal depends on who he gets to replace his lawyer. So we'll have to leave that one right now. He will appeal it, but I do think he's going to replace his lawyer on this one. What was her name? Like Alina, right at the top of the article here. Oh, Alina Hababa. Alina Haba. Thank you. Sorry, I'm butchering her name there. Sorry. Sorry, Miss Haba. Yeah, he's going to get rid of her. She's done. She's fired. Okay. How's Leticia James feeling tonight? They busting out the bubbly. Oh, she's got to be feeling good about this one. Just getting a summary judgment on, you got the big thing done. Everything else is at this point gravy, and I'm pretty sure she's going to be annoyed, not upset, but annoyed if she doesn't get all the other things too. But she's got the big one. How's she feeling right now? She's getting ready for the next cases, the next challenges. Feeling really good. This is exactly what she was looking for. She set out when she was elected. She was going to see this trial through. She's feeling good about herself. She's had a plan. She's enacted that plan. And she's going after the guy who's been stealing stuff. And she's a queen, baby. She is a queen. She's a boss. Yeah, she's feeling it right now. She realized she's not done. That there's more work to do. But man, there's going to be a cocktail in that lady's hand and a smirk on her face you won't be able to wash off no matter how many washcloths they give you. Because she's done something not many people have done. And that's, get a big decision against Donald Trump. And it's not even just Donald Trump. It's against a very wealthy, very corrupt business person in there. And she's got him dead to rights. How is Donald feeling about this decision? I'm curious if we're going to get the rage and fire my attorney cards. I don't know what those are. We'll find out soon enough. Okay, let's see. How's Donald feeling about all this? Come on down. He's got money. He's going to pay. He's going to try and minimize that money probably. He's going to go out saying this is a witch hunt and just doing everything that he does. There's the King of Pentacles. Remember I was saying he was the King of Pentacles and now he's the Page of Pentacles? There you go. There's your relationship right there. This is going to be a big fine. This is going to be a really big fine because you're taking him from the King to the Page. Do not doubt for a moment that she was asking for $250 if she gets somewhere north of $200 million. And that's before the penalty phases of this. Okay. He's had this coming to him for crooked acts that he's been doing for the longest time. And, he's done this to himself. He's gone out there boasting about stuff. It's almost like his own testimony sunk him with his deposition. I think this is like his deposition card. He went out there and they just let him talk and talk and talk. And he started talking about how they had disclaimers in their documents, which just basically, because they put a disclaimer, they could lie through their teeth. And the judge even quoted that. So he was his own worst enemy because they let him talk. Just keep going, keep the tape rolling. While this man talks, we're going to turn a king to a page. And everybody gets to see who he is. He can't deny it because it's recorded. You can't deny it. It's recorded. He's going to start retreating. We've seen what looks like a lot of mental decline with Donald Trump. This is just going to exasperate that decline, because everything that he's been facing for the most part has been the loss of his freedom. It's not incarceration, and I'll put that in super air quotes, incarceration, but this is going after his money. And that is, for Donald Trump, that's his lifeblood. Oh man. What's up? Lastly, let's end this reading with what's next for Donald Trump with regards to this or other cases. Whew, this is going to be expensive for him. This is going to be so expensive for him. Oh, man. I don't know what the card for fire sales is either in my deck. But expect that he's going to have to start liquidating assets. He'll fight it. Again, he's going to fight this judgment. He's going to get new lawyers and such. But what's next for Donald Trump? Yep. He's got to get a new lawyer. What's next is he's going to get himself a new lawyer. I was going to do a 4-card. Let's do the whole thing. Yeah, he's already planning his next move. Get a new lawyer, flee the country. I don't know if this is the flee the country yet, but he's already going to be making moves. Expect that this woman's going to be gone in very short order because she lost him the case. Not his fault. He didn't lose the case. She lost him the case. Here he is working hard, swindling money from people, misrepresenting money and doing all that. And he's currently the King of Pentacles. I wonder if that page shows up in here. Currently the King of Pentacles. What's up next for him? Okay. Well, grifting. Let's grift some more because this is unfair treatment to him. But he's coming to the end of his cycle. This could be a financial cycle. This could be his life cycle too. He's certainly coming to an end to his business cycle in New York. He's done in New York. He's not going to be able to work there anymore. Because Leticia James, this was the card that came up for her because she's a queen, just basically owned him. And this could also be Leticia James's wisdom in that. I'm saying he's getting a lawyer. This could just be Leticia James and just how wisely she played this. Oh. What's next for him? Jack Smith is next for him. What is Jack Smith doing in this reading? Oh my. This may not be Jack Smith. This just could be the judge on this one. But, again, Leticia James and all these district attorneys have had to coordinate with each other. There might be some new stuff coming out with Jack Smith. Let's throw a clarifier on that one. Jack Smith and the lovers. Coming after his relationships. Coming after his kids. Ooh. Is he coming after Donald Trump's children next? Or this could be them coming after Donald Trump's children next, whoever them is. Let's see. Hanged Man. I don't know. I'm going to blame Eric. He's going to blame Eric. Yeah, I'm going to blame the stupid one. This may not be Jack Smith. This could be Trump throwing his kids under the bus. Oh my. I'm glad I'm not a Trump kid. Heads I win, tails you lose. Okay, so put a pin in that one to see if Jack Smith follows up with anything, but there could be some fallout with Trump and his kids. Again, Eric's all outraged because he's lost faith in the New York legal system. And as I recall in the deposition, Trump threw Eric under the bus. I did a video on it. If you look at my, do a search for Terror by the Bay, I believe, Trump throws Eric under the bus, or the title is something like that. I'll try and I'll put a link in the description if I can find it. I should be able to find it. Oh no. Leave Eric alone. Leave the poor guy alone. Give him his tub of paste and put him in the corner. He doesn't. Well, I guess he has done stuff to hurt people because he's committing fraud, or at least he's not. He didn't try to prevent the fraud. He just went along with it at the very best. Happy days. Enjoy the news. He's been saying a lot of craziness, and we got another victory to help, calm us down and recognize that justice is moving. Thank you for watching this video. I hope I gave you some insights and maybe a little bit of humor at the end there. Thank you for your comments and your likes and your shares. I really do appreciate it. As Shirley not often posts up in my videos, this helps feed the YouTube algorithm beast and gets my video out there so more people see it. And to the new people that are just discovering this channel now, hey, welcome to the channel. Glad you made it. Come on in. The water's great, as Cash Peters might say. Thank you for finding me. Thank you for all your support again. I'll catch you on the next video. Take care.